Unit 2. Human Stories at the Human Library. Reading.
Have you ever wondered about the people you pass by every day? What are they thinking? What interesting stories do they have to tell? Questions like these led journalist Ronnie Abergel to found the Human Library. Unlike a traditional library, this library is filled with people instead of books, and visitors are encouraged to have conversations rather than remain quiet. Abergel believes that genuine human stories are the key to understanding others, especially those whose lives are often unknown, neglected, or misunderstood. Reading at the Human Library, he says, promotes understanding and empathy while challenging our assumptions and fighting against discrimination. Through conversations with its books, the Human Library shows how individuals from all walks of life can make meaningful differences in the lives of others. For instance, you might meet Anne, who was once homeless but now works as a social worker helping others. Her inspiring story of transformation can awaken readers to a compassionate view of homelessness. Alternatively, you could talk with Ahmed, who fled Syria and now advocates for refugee rights. His experiences draw attention to the extraordinary resilience of people who have had to leave their homes. Remarkable stories like these give people glimpses into lives different from their own. Undoubtedly, the more visitors engage with these human books, the more their stereotypes dissolve and are replaced by compassion. Take Anders Fransen, for example. He lives in Copenhagen, Denmark, and in his day-to-day life, he faces significant challenges, including blindness, hearing loss, and an inability to sweat. But he doesn't want to be defined by his difficulties. I'm here at the Human Library, he says, to remind people that beneath my suffering, I'm still a human being. Even today, people are too often defined by their disabilities. As people listen to Fransen's story, though, they cannot fail to see him as a wonderful, unique individual. The Human Library can also help us challenge our assumptions and commonly held beliefs. Human rights lawyer Brian Stevenson supports the idea that the closer we get to people's stories, the deeper our insights become. We know the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover." But what about the thin immigrant book, who hides his gang tattoos under a neat button-down and tie? Having retired from gang life, he has become a motivational speaker that helps at-risk teenagers escape illegal activities. Would he stand out initially based on his cover alone? Encounters like those at the Human Library encourage participants to understand each other and to reconsider their own expectations while they critically examine societal norms. Mr. Rogers, the famous entertainer and educator, once said, "There isn't anyone you couldn't learn to love once you've heard their story." As we walk through our neighborhoods, we should all be more curious about the lives of those we encounter. The people around us have fascinating stories to tell.